This cable headband pattern is for those knitters that are comfortable with how to cast on, knit, purl, and cast off. I skip showing how to make these basic stitches, but I give step-by-step instructions how to do the cabling in the pattern. I also give you the pattern row by row in the video while we knit, so you won't need to leave this video to make the ear warmer. If you don't need the video tutorial to make this, the pattern is written out in full on my website. To make this pattern, you'll need size 6 or 4 mm knitting needles, a cable needle, a tapestry needle, scissors, and worsted weight yarn. If you need time to finish any set of stitches or section, pause the video. Start the video when you are ready to move on. To start this pattern, cast on 45 stitches. Double check to make sure you have the correct number of stitches. With the right side facing you, knit the following stitches. It doesn't look like much when you're done. On the wrong side, marked with the tail end you cast on, knit the following stitches. All wrong side rows are knit this way. It still doesn't really look like much at this point. We are now going to make a cable row. Knit 7 and purl 2. Now we make the C4F. With your cable needle, pick up the next 2 stitches and pull them to the front of your work. Knit the next 2 stitches. Knit the 2 stitches on your cable needle. The C4F is now complete. Purl the next 2 stitches. Now to make the C6F. Pick up the next 3 stitches with your cable needle. Pull the stitches to the front of your work. Knit the next 3 stitches. Knit the 3 stitches on your cable needle. The first C6F is done. Make another cable 6 forward the same way again. Pick up 3 stitches. Knit the next 3 stitches. Knit the 3 stitches on the cable needle. The second C6F is done. Knit the next 3 stitches. Purl the next 2 stitches. Now we C4B or cable 4 back. Pick up the next 2 stitches on the cable needle. Pull the stitches behind your work. Knit the next 2 stitches. Knit the next 2 stitches on the cable needle. The cable 4 back is complete. Purl the next 2 stitches, then knit 7. It's still a bit hard to see the pattern at this point. Like all even rows, repeat row 2. You can see the pattern that is starting to form on the back. Continue with the rest of the row. You can see the stripes of knit stitches on the backside starting to form. Repeat row 1. There is no cabling in this row. Here you can see the crossed over stitches. Repeat row 2. The purl, cable, and garter stitch sections are becoming much more prominent now. We are now going to make the second cable row. Knit 7 and purl 2. Now we make the C4F. With your cable needle, pick up the next 2 stitches and pull them to the front of your work. Knit the next 2 stitches. Knit the 2 stitches on your cable needle. The C4F is now complete. Purl the next 2 stitches. Knit the next 3 stitches. Now to make the C6B. Pick up the next 3 stitches with your cable needle. Pull the stitches to the back of your work. Knit the next 3 stitches. Knit the 3 stitches on your cable needle. The first C6B is done. Make another cable 6 backward the same way again. Pick up 3 stitches. Pull the stitches to the back of your work. Knit the next 3 stitches. Knit the 3 stitches on the cable needle. The second C6B is done. Purl the next 2 stitches. What the main cable looks like. Now to make the cable 4 back, pick up the 2 stitches with the cable needle, pull them to the back of your work, knit the next 2 stitches. Knit the next 2 stitches on the cable needle. The cable 4 back is complete. The cables are more defined now. To keep track of your cable needle when not in use, insert it through the completed work. Purl the next 2 stitches, then knit 7. The cable pattern is more pronounced. Repeat row 2. I'm only showing the end of the row since we've made it 2 times prior to this. The section's on the wrong side. Repeat row 1. The cable pattern is very visible now. Repeat row 2. What the sections look like. To continue the pattern, repeat row 3, the first cable row, to row 10. These 8 rows are what forms the headband pattern. Repeat until your headband measures as long as you would like. Measuring the main middle cable, the length should be 2 to 2.5 inches shorter than the circumference of the head. When you're done on the wrong side, it doesn't matter which row, cast off on the right side. When you're done casting off, leave a long length of yarn. You will use this to sew the seams. Pull the yarn through the last loop. Time to sew the seam. With the wrong side facing you, bring the garter stitch edges together. Thread the needle. You can sew the seam like shown here, but any way you prefer will work. As long as it isn't lumpy, it will be fine. I catch every second rib of garter stitches. You can do every rib if you want, but it isn't necessary. The most important thing to remember when sewing the seam, stretch the seam out as much as you can. If you don't, you'll lose the stretch of the garter stitch. Work in smaller sections. Pull the yarn snug, then stretch it out as far as it will go. Make sure you keep stretching out the seam. When done, the seam that makes the headband into a tube, stretch it out as far as you can. Bring the ends together with the garter side facing out. Tuck the starting cast on end into the tube. Sew the tube ends together as shown. Try to match the stitches as closely as you can to maintain the pattern. I try to make more of a grafting stitch, but a simple whip stitch to pull the ends together also works. Pull the stitches snug and then stretch them out. Keep working your way around. Match the C4F, purl 2's, C4B cable and the middle cable to themselves. If the stitches don't match up perfectly, that's okay. Making it work by catching extra stitches won't be noticeable. Nearly done! Catch the last few stitches and knot it off. No need to weave in the ends. Feed it through the middle of the headband and snip off the excess yarn. Done. The seam is at the back of the head and is hardly noticeable. If you've sewn your seams correctly, the headband will be stretchy and very comfortable to wear. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the rest of my patterns at queenbee.com.